2022. We are 37 and 47, and we're at the first-year player draft. And we're in an interesting position. But before I get into it, I'm sorry about the cropping for the last video. I edited it, put it out before even thinking about it. Like, I just listened to the video. I didn't really watch much, right? I listened, make sure nothing I said is off or dumb. But yeah, listened, didn't hear anything, forgot to fix the cropping. And also, I'm thinking of starting a new series on here, maybe like a flashback franchise with the Phillies or something. Something interesting like that. It'll be the first year player draft here. We've been really cold. We've been super inconsistent this year. And I do have a guy who I want. He's a very specific player. And hopefully he is there. First pick. Okay, Andy Sardagna. Okay, doesn't look bad at all. Next pick, Chris Wolf. We have the 14th pick. I don't know if our guy will be there at 14. We are going to go pick by pick. That was one of the guys I was looking at was Atkins. Okay, Agent Goldsworth. Our guy is still there. Yes! Okay. Leon Lopez. He can be a very good reliever. But look at his hitting stats. We look at ratings. He can be a monster hitter. And there is Andy Miles, but he can't hit, right? This guy, Leon Lopez, really, high adaptability. Or his batting stats? Yeah, batting stats off the charts. Leon Lopez is the guy, only wants the slot. We will give it to him. And then, let's go to our second round pick. Guy's not there that I wanted. I wanted the other reliever, but didn't really expect him to be there. So, I'll be back when I make the pick, and I'll probably just do that for the rest of the picks. Just make the pick, or have the guy who I want, show you, make the pick. Okay. I'll be back in a second. We're going to go with Blasey Grove, only wants the slot, solid ratings. We'll give it to him. With our third round pick, we're going to go with Tommy Specht. Overall, the draft does look a little weaker than last year's. He wants $500,000, will meet his demand. We're going to go with Joe Fisher. He looks like a pitcher with okay potential. Just hope he can develop that control. Bonus demand, 3.8. We do have the money to match it, so we might as well, because we have like $12 million, so it's not that big of a deal. We're going to go with Ty Federke. He can play both ways. Looks pretty good, so we'll go with him here. So, we're going to go with Jack O'Connor here. Can play multiple positions, and again, this has just been kind of rough to find people, but looks like this guy doesn't look bad. Nolan Schaber. Yeah, we'll go with him. So, nice when you're able to just make a pick right there. And then this guy, Nazir Mule. Yeah, he looks like he can hit. Might as well grab him. So, nice making two picks live right here. And now we're going to go back to the old format where I come back for the next two picks and then I do the rest off camera. We're going to go with Alex Brady here. Doesn't look great, but it's best what we can get right now. We're going to go with Seth Bow here. Looks fine. And the final pick I'll make here on screen in the 11th round, Drew Zimmerman. So I'll do most of the draft back off screen. Then we'll probably show you the some of the picks, maybe some of the negotiations, then the All-Star teams. So we have one offer that we need to make. Riley Stanford. We'll just give him the $500,000. Not that big of a deal. And hopefully we'll get everyone and then move some positions around and just have some fun. But where are we on the schedule? So we are a week away from the All-Star teams being announced. So we'll come back there after the game against the Texans. After the game against the Texas Rangers, not the Houston Texans. So I accidentally deleted all my mail, but I can look at it here. So here's the Rising Stars game, the All Star prospects. See if we have anyone. Oh, scrolling through. If you see any of your favorite players, good job, I guess. So yeah, we got Grayson Rodriguez. I believe that is it. And there is the National League. Yohan Rojas from the Phils. Nice. And then the one that really matters, even though it doesn't really matter, the All-Star game. So the All-Star game is Jaime Barria. Wow, they're giving him the start, I guess. I think that's what it means when they're first. ERA has been bad, except for Francis Martes, but he's only pitched 59 innings. And then, who is our guy? I don't see, oh, Terran Vavra. So Vavra and anyone else? No. Tell me Bryce made it. Okay, good. Bryce Harper made it. He's balling out. JT made it. Okay. So those are the All-Star teams. We're 6 games under 500, 7.5 games out of the division. We look at numbers. Kyle Schwarber, he is tearing the cover off of the ball as my dog Sandy is playing with a toy, if that's what you hear in the background. Renfroe still hitting dingers. Pedro Severino's been real good, and that puts us in a weird position because he's out of options, but Posey's on a rehab assignment. Still 17 days left, so still 17 days to make a decision. Vavra, who made the All-Star game, he's been very good defensively. 26 stolen bases, but 10 times caught. Adley Rushman has struggled, but we're still giving him the shot. He will be better, if not this year, then next year. I'll come back at the trade deadline, and we might just finish the season, or I think it'll depend in the position we are, but we're probably going to do the trade deadline today. So we are at the trade deadline, and we are 43 and 56. And yeah, it's just been pitching, man. Our pitching is just let us down a lot. Zach Pop's currently suspended. We got Willie Calhoun through waivers, and then we waived him again to see if we could bring him down. We could, and I mean, I'm interested in seeing like what we could do with our minor league pitchers. But yeah, our pitching is the reason why we haven't succeeded. So that brings us to the trade deadline, which is today. And man, Edwin Diaz is interesting, even with the really rough year he's had, which actually was worse. He was in the 7s. I looked at him earlier, like 2 weeks before this. But I think we have to be sellers, right? At 43-56, 10 games out, it would make no sense to be buying, so you might as well be selling. So, do we want to bring back Dylan Bundy? 2.6. I'd give him 2.6 over 1 year. I didn't expect him to accept it. I don't like extreme fly ball. I'd like to see what I could get in a trade for him first. DL Hall, he's been better than the numbers show. I might have to edit some settings after the season to just overall help the stats for pitchers. But who knows? Who knows? I mean, Keegan Aiken's been okay. So yeah, I think we have to look at trading guys on like 1-year deals that we don't plan on bringing back. Like I think that we should bring back Luke Weaver as a starter, if nothing else, next season. So I'm gonna look at the guys that we don't need, make some trades, and be back when they are done. Wow, the highest paid guy on our team makes $9 million. So we have completed the trade deadline, and it was interesting. We made 2 trades, and they were pretty big. So our first trade that we made was with the Mets. where we traded Jalen Ferguson and uh, Thomas Elshman, who were both throw-ins, and Dylan Bundy, right? We didn't know if we wanted to bring him back, trade him for Edwin Diaz and Miguel Castro. Castro, he's maybe a one-year guy, right? Who we don't know if we'll bring back or not. We want to bring back Edwin Diaz, and we want to see what he can do this year. He's 28. His ratings are great. I don't know why he's a 75 out of 80 potential, even though his ratings are all the way full. But he's a beast. He's had a really, really rough season. But I think he'll be really good. So, yeah. Another big trade that I noticed down here. Jose Barrios was traded to LA for Bobby Miller, Miguel Vargas, and Juan Idrigo. I tried my best there. So that's pretty big. And the second trade we made was smaller, but still interesting. We got Julian Merriweather, 30-year-old starting pitcher, for Chris Archer. I don't know why they wanted Archer, but they did. So, I mean, I'm like, okay, I'll make that deal. So let's sim past this day and see if any other big trades happened on the deadline. So we were the only team that made a trade on the deadline. Really weird, but I guess okay. Might have to turn up the trade frequency a bit. So we enter August. It's August 2nd. We win 8-4. Can we get another win? No. Baltimore's Buster Posey. So we finally hit the point where Posey's done with his time down in the minors. And we have to make a decision for Severino. I think we're going to try to get through Severino's waves and DFAs. Because what else are we really going to do with Buster? We'll have Severino be a backup next year, hopefully. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't get claimed. We should probably own. Okay. Whew. We offered Hunter Renfroe a small deal, right, for next year, $3 million. And I thought it was about to be him getting claimed, but no, it was the deal being accepted by Renfroe. Jay Bruce still free agent. Same with Marwin. Just looking at the free agents, I always like checking them out, seeing if there's guys. I like signing younger guys with potential. I already said this, but hey, 35 potential, 18 years old. Okay, we'll bring in Robert Lopez. He can be a interesting guy in the minors. And I do this every season, and I periodically check just to see if there's anyone interesting, and also like to check the waiver wire. I guess Lomo did not work out in San Diego either. So let's look at what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, let's look at how Edwin's done. If he's done anything, it doesn't look like he has played yet. Okay, come on. Let's sim and see if he plays here against Philly. He does. 1 inning pitched. Got 1 strikeout. Okay, let's go to September and see where we are then. 77. Still raking is Schwarber, with Renfroe also doing pretty solid himself. D.L. Hall's done better. Edwin's still done great. Just a little check-in right here. And we're going to go to the end of the season. Wow. Season ends October 9th. So a late end of the season here. So we will go after this Toronto game. So the season ended. We went 76-86. And I just wanted to say something. I mixed up Keegan Aiken and Brady Aiken. Keegan Aiken was a second-round pick. It was Brady who was the first overall. But don't worry about it. So if we look at the team stats, we were 3rd in home runs, 3rd in stolen bases, and 2nd in errors, 7th in zone rating, 2nd defensive efficiency, and 4th in strikeouts. So good strikeouts pitching-wise. So let's look at the numbers. So Keegan Aiken he went off in the final 2 months. Like, he won Pitcher of the Month in September, and he was really good. So we might have something there. DL Hall had a very good end to the season. I just clicked on Keegan Aiken again. DL Hall had a good final 2 months of the season, really lowering down his numbers. Very good by him. Verlander was very rough. His ratings just tanked. Kremer was not good, especially at the end. Merriweather was better with us FIP-wise than he was with Toronto. Just kind of got unlucky. Not really mad at all. He did fine. Paul Fry was fine. Davalo, Rodriguez was not great. Miguel Castro was solid in his time here. I don't think we'll bring him back, but he was solid. 2 innings for Familia, not worried about it. Joe Kelly, he was better FIP-wise than he was ERA-wise, so he passed my test at least. He was okay. Zach Lothar, he was fine. Hunter Harvey, he surprised me. He did way better than I thought he would. Really, he kind of broke out this year, and we might have something here as well. So, solid year from Hunter Harvey. Luke Weaver was up and down, and overall it was down. And Edwin Diaz was very solid ERA-wise. He kind of fell out FIP-wise. His first 11 innings of the year, though, were dominating. You can see here, home run, earned run, walk, right? So, he didn't end the season well, but overall, I still think he can be really good. We haven't offered him an extension yet, and that's because he wants this right here. 5 years, maybe 3 years, 10, 11 player option last season. Okay, we will do this deal with him. We have $44 million for extensions. I think he'll be our closer of the future. Yeah. Disabled list, Valakia, he only played 14 games this season because he was injured for most of it. Zach Pop, not Tanner Scott. Scott didn't play at all this season. He was out the whole year. Pop, he was not good when he played. And Cedric Mullins, he was fine when he played. He was one of our better hitters, both last year and this year, and he actually improved this year when he was in. So I'm really happy with his performance. Then let's move to hitting. Offensively, Kyle Schwarber had a insane final 2 months of the year. I think he put up like 18, 19 home runs in the final 2 months. He just started tearing the cover off the ball. Posey, when he was healthy, was real good offensively. Shame he wasn't that great defensively. Hernan Perez didn't really play much, but when he did, he was good. Santander, he got hot at the end, ended up putting up 33 home runs. We had multiple players with over 30 home runs this year. Over 800 OPS, good season with Santander. Vavra, the lone man to make the All-Star team. He was not anything really much in the power department, but he got on base at a 375 clip, which I'm very happy with. He OPS solid, honestly. Stolen bases, don't like how much he got caught, but he still swiped 38 bags, and zone rating 6.3, very good defensively. He was a 4-win player this season. Very happy with his performance. Then another one I was pleasantly surprised with, just the issue was getting on base, was Hunter Renfroe. He had 36 home runs, and if he could get on base over at a clip of 310, 320, I'd be so much happier with how he did. But he put up those Rougned Odor numbers, but he actually was good defensively, and he was a 1-win player. Roman Urias, very pedestrian numbers. He was fine. Austin Hayes, he got hot at the end. I got so close to sending him down maybe 3 or 4 times, but he finally did put it together. So Jun-Ho Lee, he was weird. He is not great against righties. He's not a contact hitter. I thought his avoid case and eye discipline would help him get on base more. They didn't. He OPS or OBP'd under 300 and got caught stealing 15 out of 19 attempts. Oh, and Austin Hayes, he was 15, only got caught 5 attempts. Solid. And he was also our best defensive player by a mile. Adley Rutschman, very inconsistent. Sometimes he'd have an over 7, sometimes he'd have an under 7 OPS. For a catcher, he wasn't that bad. He's rookie season, 24, still getting better. Really solid defensively. I am not worried about Adley. See, finished the year cold. Mitch Haniger was not good. Do not plan on bringing him back. Doesn't he have... yeah, this is his final season. Do not plan on bringing him back. Osono didn't play much. Only 8 games started. Didn't really do much. And Franklin Barreto, same type of deal. Except he actually did start 19 games. How many ABs did he get? He only had 67 at-bats. So, personnel... Actually, no, staff roles, they are ecstatic. We might bring everyone back. Can I make a change? Okay. I don't know if we will bring everybody back. Temperamental, struggles with controlling, normal. So, yeah, he's normal, so he's staying. I think we are gonna bring everyone back, except I think we might have, Robbie Alves. We brought him in this year on a 1-year deal. He decent. We might look to replace Robbie Alves with a potential first base coach, because I feel like we can get someone who could develop guys more. So we'll give it a look, and I don't think we can get really worse per se, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'll do on that front. In-game running, teach running. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Robbie Alves. We might as well just fire him. And then I'm pretty sure if we go to staff roles, yeah. So he's personable. That is cool. But he, again, in-game running decisions. He's very good at teaching defense, though, Cabrera. I'll look at this next time, though. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed 76 wins, right around where I wanted us to be this season. I'm happy with what we did, and I'll see you guys next time.